Hello, this is Sean and Moo, and we're gonna tell the UN about the dark side of chocolate.
New policies need to be put into place so companies bear the responsibility of the impact on people and the environment.
Everyone eats chocolate, but they don't know where the chocolate comes from. People want this resource because it tastes good.
People don't really need chocolate, but the Africans need to sell it to earn a living.
The product of chocolate is grown in the Ivory Coast. It is harvested by children with long knives, then given to men who cut it open and take the beans out. The beans are given to the women, and the women dry them out on long tables. Then they put them in the bag and give them to the big companies who fly them all over the world and distribute them.
The Ivory Coast produces 48% of all cocoa beans in the world. That is a lot for such a small country.
All of the producers, such as trees, are being cut down and burned to the ground to make cocoa plantations. All of the animals that live in the forests that are being cut down are being forced to move out of their ecosystems and are starting to die out.
Right now, there are kids in child labor. Kids are forced to work on cocoa plantations. Traffickers take them to cocoa plantations. They are kidnapping them.
Maybe a better way would be to make machines for the plantations, or only get kids that are over the age of 16, not little kids.
Earthworm is a scientific research project that is trying to stop the bad things that cocoa does to the environment.
The farmers are using up the land so much that it's dying. It's like using a baseball glove so much that you can't use it anymore, but you can't throw away the world.
The Swiss brand Bahrain are paying 2,120 tons, the highest quality bio-certified cocoa, will be used to make awareness of the threatened Atlantic forest.
In the last 500 years, the Atlantic forest has been reduced to only 7% of its original size. And with such little forest and such little trees, there are no space for all the birds that live there. And if all the birds die, then all the predators and consumers that eat birds will all die. Things that help biodiversity is shade-grown cocoa. It's a much more efficient way of growing cocoa and much more beneficial than full sun grown plantations. It also helps protect biodiversity and saves ecosystems.
Cocoa can be grown in natural forests, so they don't need to clear the land. I recommend farmers should make partnerships with companies and fair trade groups. They can get a fair price for their hard work, so they don't need to use the hybrid cocoa and make deforestation.
Cocoa farming employs several people to help them on the cocoa farms. In the year 2000, the U.S. estimated about 15,000 children on farms as slaves for cocoa plantations. That is 4%.
We should put our money into chocolate that has a sticker on the label. That means there is no child slavery. But the chocolate costs more money. But it saves forests and gives children an education instead of them being beaten and treated badly.